of the tape. It's Manny Pacquiao. He's got a reach of 67 inches, and his height is 166 centimeters tall. And he'll be facing El Nido de Oro. Tip the scales at 118 pounds. It's the El Nido. And this one has all of. And there's the bell to start round one. That hook just can't find the target. Nice counter shot. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. Well done with that counter shot. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
The straight right just misses. He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter shot lands. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Here we go for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. They both want a highlight reel knockout. A straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Just misses with that uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
On to the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punching. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice exchange here from both men. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Great. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just keep it in back when you go again.
On to the fourth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Good counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They're both trying for a knockout. Not a lot of punch output. Whoa, wait a minute! Pacquiao might be in some big trouble here. Is he going to go down? And Manny goes down! Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
Their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe.
And there's the bell for round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Oh, Linares goes to the canvas, and it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. You are ready.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They got some work to do. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then...
On to the 6th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Figure out the combination to this save.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just misses with that uppercut. Another scoring shot there. Nice job getting that punch through. Has to be careful for that receipt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Just stick a few body shots in there, very up a little bit so you can't
And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
There's a counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'd do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods. Took him out.
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Right uppercut can't find a home. A perfect counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. You've got to wonder how... Round 8, and we're off again. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Beautiful counter punch. Catch and shoot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Beautiful counter shot. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
Hold it right there. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. And Pacquiao goes to the canvas. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout.